This is a Saltwater Series 2 150, so it's not a Pro V, which means you've got a slightly different intake setup and various few other things, but the block is pretty much still the same. Unfortunately, this one had a slight catastrophe because it got water in the oil, but as you can see, it's pretty mint. So kind of the recirculation system of these tubes, because outboards have horizontal intake ports, there's a tendency for fuel and oil to pool, and so this system recirculates, pulling fuel to different cylinders, and the outboards are tuned with it in mind. And you can see it goes back into the intake block too on this particular engine. These have a little diaphragm inside them, and over time they just disappear, get sucked through, whatever, and the Recirc system stops working well. You tend to get richness in lower cylinders, things like that, and you know, in some cases I've seen pretty dry looking upper bores. Now the carbs themselves, you have the air pilot screw, and then there's a fuel pilot down at the bottom, and so that's factory set. You can't actually adjust them, and they pull when the throttle valves are basically closed, they pull a really rich mixture through the 4 holes. You can see the 4 small holes there in the middle. All the idle screw does, all the mixture screw does, which is this one here, is change how much extra mixture can be pulled through this 5th hole here, this small one. So it's very much a fine tuning. It doesn't have much of an effect. And all those systems, you can see this one's still set to its standard idle. As soon as you crack the throttle, they nearly become, they don't have a lot of effect after that. You get onto the main jet pretty soon after. So there's not heaps of chance of damage, but you need to set everything to factory, link and sync the carbs, set the idle screw. Yamaha gives you a specification for how many turns in this needs to be, so it'll be like 1.5 turns after it contacts the valve, the sort of carburetor plate. If you set that and your idle's way off where it should be, then you know there's slightly different problem you got to focus on. But yeah, I recommend doing it in the water with a warmed up engine. That's going to be the sort of give you the best results.